Today, I'm going to tell you about how to create your family's mission statement. So, when my husband and I first got married, we had a lot of ideas of what family life would look like. We wanted a welcoming home with an open door policy. We wanted a family that loved and served God, and we wanted a simple life that prioritized relationships. However, once we had children, we quickly realized that we were in over our heads. But years later, we found that the beliefs, values, and the expectations that we had for our family had gotten lost in the shuffle of our busy lives. We found ourselves in a rut just trying to survive. Our schedule was jam-packed with a lot of good things, but it was packed. We had volunteer commitments, we had sports, we had school, and before we knew it, we had no control over time. We felt helpless. So I decided that I was going to set out and create a mission statement. I was going to figure out how to get our family in line. But when I decided to do it and I set out to get information on it, a lot of the information I found was really good. It told me about why it's important and why I should have one, but I had a really hard time finding out how to do it step by step. And that's why I'm so excited to share it with you. You may be wondering, what is a mission statement? So we often hear it used for business. It is an organization's statement of purpose that tells its employees or volunteers what it's all about. It tells them their reason for existing. It tells others what they are doing and why they're doing it. For example, IKEA's mission is to create a better everyday life for many people. And Warby Parker's mission is to offer designer eyewear at a revolutionary price while leading the way for socially conscious businesses. Now, mission statements aren't just for organizations, they're for individuals, marriages, and families too. According to Stephen Covey, the author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, a mission statement is a combined, unified expression from all family members of what their family is all about, what it is that they really want to do, and the principles that govern family life. A family mission statement gives your family clarity. It helps you have clear focus, and it helps you make choices. It also ignites passion. It gives people something to be excited about and something to feel like they're a part of. And it also provides unity. It bonds you together and gives you a common goal. Creating a family mission statement is just one step in imagining, planning, and building the family culture that you want. If you're already enjoying this video, stick around to the end because I have an incredible resource to tell you about. So here are some things to keep in mind when you are writing your family's mission statement. This activity is going to take some time, so you should either pick 2 to 3 days to do it in a row for small increments of time, or you can set aside 2 to 3 hours to do it on a day off, or maybe when you're on a family vacation. Regardless of how you decide to approach this, you're going to want to put it in your calendar. You're going to want to set an appointment because you're not just going to find the time to do it. And it should be done by the parents. However, if you have children that are old enough, it's great to get them involved. When my husband and I sat down to do our statement, we did it first, and then we got the kids to join in and give us their feedback and ideas. Now, you're going to need dedicated time to do this, and I've already mentioned that, but you're also going to need a few other things. I suggest oversized pieces of paper with big markers so that you can write down your answers and your thoughts. Colors are great, but you want to stay away from red, green, and black. Those aren't good markers to use when you're brainstorming. You're also going to want to have highlighters of different colors and a pen and paper so that you can fine-tune your ideas and write them down. And this one is optional, but I suggest that you get a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, maybe even a glass of wine, and some soothing music to play. I think that when you create a pleasant atmosphere, it just makes the work easier and more fun. So once you are ready, you and your spouse should independently answer the questions. What are you passionate about? And also the question, what are your top 5 core values? And what are the things that you and your family would dare to do or accomplish if you knew that you could not fail? Now, when you do this, record everything that comes to mind. Don't censor, don't edit yourself, just write it all out on a piece of paper. And then, when you're done, you're going to need to figure out what stays, what goes, and then create sentences around it to make it a complete idea. If you're doing this with a partner, share your ideas with one another. You can identify the ideas that are the same or similar. And what I did that I suggest you can do too is take a highlighter so that you can highlight all of the ideas that are similar or same. Then combine those reoccurring themes into one or two sentences that express what you think about them. You're likely going to have some ideas that are not the same. So what you're going to want to do is decide what ideas you can get behind that are important to your spouse. Are there things that you can compromise on and embrace as a family? And if you can, then create sentences around those ideas. And if you can't, that's okay. Sometimes we have personal core values and personal passions that don't necessarily have to do with our family, but are personal to us. If you found this video to be helpful, you're going to love our Build Your Best Family online course. It's a step-by-step guide that will help you decide what you want to be known for as a family. It will help you determine your core values, your passion, and turn them into behaviors that can be taught, coached, and celebrated. And in the end, you'll be able to create a family manifesto with ease. And as a special bonus, the first 25 people to sign up will receive an additional 10% off the price of the course, plus a free Q&A coaching session with me. So if you found this on Instagram, you can find the link to that pre-registration bonus in my profile. If you found it on an email or on Facebook, you'll find the link there too. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave an email for me or leave a comment.